Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. Joining us in studio today is Lori Horton, and we're going to be making gooey butter cookies. What are gooey butter cookies?
My gosh. So it's kind of a takeoff a little bit, and this is my understanding a bit of a St. Louis area favorite of a gooey butter cake or ooey gooey butter cake. It's got a lot of different names.
All right.
But this is kind of what we're taking off on. So we've got a really good base that's going to start with some rich ingredients, and it's going to come out to be a really soft, pillowy, thick, just a really good, kind of a crackly topped cookie.
Love that.
I made some this morning with a couple of different bases, and we'll talk about some kind of variations you can make on that to what you like. But our first step is going to be those wet ingredients as always. So we're starting out with a full stick of butter, and this has been setting out for quite a little bit, so you'll see it's really softened, but not melted. Yes. Big difference between softened and melted always. So when your recipe calls for one or the other, don't change it. Don't pop this guy in the microwave or anything like that. And then, it's all right. 5-second rule. You guys clean this every night, right?
Yeah, it's all good.
All good.
All right.
Full stick of cream cheese as well. This is just, a little bit soft. It's not been sitting out, obviously. Cream cheese we don't want to leave out very long.
That's right. That's right.
And we're going to take these and cream them together until they're really light and fluffy. So it's going to take just a second. I'm going to make a little bit of noise here for a sec.
All right.
And get these going. It's going to just get light colored. And
so you don't want to over whip then.
Right. You don't want to turn it into, cream or anything like that. But we do want to make sure that that cream cheese and butter get incorporated really well before we add our next ingredients.
Okay.
And after this, we're going to pop in the last of our liquids, which is simple. 1 egg and a little bit of vanilla. So nothing complicated, nothing that you may not already have in the fridge at home. And then after that, usually with any cookie recipe, we would whip our dry ingredients together. But this one is really simple because our dry ingredients are all contained in this box.
Yeah, so interesting how you're adding the cream cheese. Will that be an overpowering flavor?
It really won't. So the first batch that I'm going to do that we're going to make today is with a yellow cake mix.
Okay.
And so what it's going to do is kind of give you almost a cheesecake flavor to that. So we're adding that vanilla, we're adding that cream cheese to the butter. So it's very going to kind of
it keeps it really moist too, right?
Really soft,
oh,
really
like
pillowy.
That. Okay.
So it is. It's going to give you that, but we can mix up the flavor, change that to something different, and just get a really rich flavor to complement whatever our box
That's good to know.
mix
So whatever box you have in your pantry, bust it out with some cream cheese.
So once we get this really light and fluffy, we're going to add in that whole egg. And we've talked about this before when we bake. If it doesn't specify, a whole egg means a large egg. So
that's
always
good to
go
know.
with that. And measure carefully on that vanilla.
Oops. That's all right. You can't. It's got to measure that with love, right?
I'm a professional. It's fine. And then we're going to whip that again. And once this is all done up, we're going to add it into our dry ingredients. And when we come back to our next segment, that's where we're going to be.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to those next steps. Be sure to tune in a little later, and we'll see step 2 of this process. We'll be right back.